Happy holidays to those who celebrate something this time of year, and for those of us who don't, happy winter. I wanted to start with a check-in, see how you're doing, because I know this time of year is very different for everyone, and I wish more people accepted that it's supposed to look different for everyone. I know some of us treat this time of year as the most magical time, the most special time, and I hope it is. And for some of us, it's a little tougher, or maybe it's just a time of rest. Some of us like to gather with as many people as possible and have the holiday dinner and exchange gifts. And for others, it's just a time to stay in, finally recharge the energy that you haven't had a chance to for a while. And then for some of us, maybe we're missing someone that's important in your life, or maybe you just can't make it to seeing them. And one thing I hate about the holidays is how we see what the holidays should look like through movies, commercials, whatever, right? And some people have this idea of what it's supposed to look like, and then when yours looks different, they show pity, or they let you know one way or another that, oh, but that's so sad, you're all alone, or why wouldn't you want to do this or that? And frankly, I think that's just rude. Like, who said my Christmas had to look like yours? You know, since so many of us get time off from work or school or life in general around this time of year, I think it's just a great opportunity to spend it however you'd like. It's right before the new year. It's the perfect time to maybe rejuvenate. Maybe it is spending time with loved ones. Maybe it's spending it alone so that you can finally recharge. Or maybe it's taking time to heal, recover. Maybe it's just another day for some of us. I think the holidays should be spent however you would like it to be. And I don't think anyone else should tell you any different. Because if you're like me and you have friends who mean well, but they show pity because you're not able to spend every holiday surrounded by a giant family, it's really isolating. Not because I don't like being alone, but being told that your holiday should look like theirs kind of isolates your experience and says you're doing it wrong. I don't think that's right. And I'm thankful for all the years that my friends have invited me to their place. I actually had a wonderful friend who invited me to Christmas Eve dinner yesterday, so that was amazing. And I'm seeing more friends this weekend. But today I really needed to be home. I'm tired. So however you're spending this time of year, I hope that it's exactly what you need and that you come out of it excited for the new year or ready to heal. Anyways, so I'm doing something a little different this year for myself. I know there's a ton of these out on YouTube and socials and what have you, but I've never really purchased Christmas gifts for myself. I'll buy a few things here and there, but usually they're like regular necessities that I just called Christmas gifts for myself. But I've never gone and got a bunch of stuff, because I'm usually tight on finances, but also I just didn't feel the need to. But for the first time, I decided to make this my most materialistic Christmas, if you will. Because what happens is I'll have things that I want on my list, but then I tell myself, I can't afford it. I don't deserve it. And then I put off getting the exact thing I want. And then over time, I'll find like a dupe or a replacement or something else. But in the end, it won't be satisfying because the quality is not as great. It doesn't last as long. And then I regret that purchase anyways. There's a saying in Japanese, because I'm Japanese, that translates to something along the lines of, when you buy cheap, you lose money. So in an effort to reset my mindset, moving forward, I decided to actually invest in the exact things that I want and learn to budget for it. So for the first time this year, I successfully budgeted. Yay. You'd think I would have learned this early in my 20s or something. But yeah, I just learned and grew a fear of money instead. So anyways, the first thing I wanted to start with was my Christmas PJs. I got these at Old Navy. And I got this t-shirt because I thought Santa looked so cute and jolly. And this is the softest shirt I've ever found. It's a cotton blend shirt, I think. So thankfully it didn't shrink that much. And then my Christmas PJ pants. Oh, these are like Star Wars. Hold on, is this weird? They're like Star Wars characters on it. I see Darth Vader making a stormtrooper snowman. I see stormtroopers having a snowball fight with Yoda. Oh god. And I see Ewoks sledding. It's really cute. It is 100% cotton though, so it did shrink in the wash. That's okay. I think it's so cute. Oh, and I wanted to show you my Christmas tree. As you can see, I have this silly looking tree. Oh god. So I got this at Five Below when I found a TikTok talking about the Grinchiest looking tree. I love how sad it looks and how it's this outrageous neon green. And I love that it comes with just this one single ornament at the top. My first gift to myself was this Shark Flex style kit. I did start using the hairdryer already a few weeks ago because my old hairdryer was wonderful until it started glowing on the inside. So I've loved it so far. And then it came with 3 attachments that I could choose. So I chose the auto wrap curlers. I'm excited to try this later, but also I'm a little scared it's gonna eat my hair. But it comes in this little size and they give you a set of 2. And I also got the round brush. I already have a Revlon dupe that I got from like Marshall's years ago, but that one's a larger brush. So I thought this might be a great addition. This would be perfect for a little blowout. I'm excited to use that. And then I got a diffuser on the days I want to wear my hair a bit more naturally. I have very, very loose waves, so I thought this would be useful. Oh, hold on. Okay, so there is this switch on the back that you can flip like this. And then you'll see the little claws extend. I don't know what that does, but I'm excited to try it. And yes, I did wrap gifts for myself. The great part about how my mind works is once I wrap them, I can't remember what I put in there. So this is a great surprise, I guess. What did I get? Oh my gosh, yes! Okay, so I'm a huge, huge fan of the Wicked movie franchise. Unfortunately, I haven't seen the Broadway musical yet, but that is on my bucket list. When the collaboration with Wicked and R.E.M. Beauty happened for the Wicked for Good movie, I immediately purchased some pieces. And then a few weeks later for Black Friday, I saw that they had a sale and they had a piece from the first capsule collection. Last year when Wicked Part 1 came out, I held back from buying a lot of the collabs and merch items because I told myself I love this movie very much, but I really shouldn't obsess like this and I should not buy all these things. Well, I regretted it for months and months. So I was so happy to find that they had the Alphaba kit from the first capsule collection in stock for Black Friday. I'm so stoked. First of all, can we take a look at the details on this thing? I also do not know how to do a makeup haul very well. Like, oh my god, hold on. Can you see this? Oh my god. How do you do this thing? How do beauty gurus do this thing? That is gorgeous. I'm in love with it. Do you ever love something so much that you don't want to use it because you feel like it's going to ruin it? But I'm also really excited to use it. I don't know. What should I do? I also got this Poppy Plumping Lip Gloss. I need better lighting. I need you to see how amazing their packaging is. Look. Oh my god. Like, that's very adorable. I've also never tried plumping lip gloss, so I'm a little nervous. I was scared to get the Glinda kit because I thought the color wouldn't look great on my skin tone, and I initially only got the Elfie kit, but it's just too pretty. Look at this. How could you resist this? What I love about this capsule collection is for Glinda's kit, there's a tiny hint of green in there, and then for Elfie's kit, there's a tiny hint of pink. I think it beautifully showcases the inseparable sisterhood of Glinda and Elfie. And then my purchase came with a free, is this full size or trial size, of the Energizing Under Eye Balm. So this one ended up being a silly purchase for me, but I love it. It's this Cindy Lou Who inspired you pin. I love this Grinch collection. And I got this because I had just a simple U pin from Kitsch. And unfortunately, I lost it for several months. I did bring it with me on some of my travels this year, so I thought that I left it somewhere and that it'll never pop up. So I got this one. Very excited for the bow detail. It's very cute. And then of course, last week as I was moving, I found it. That's okay. I mean, I'm not mad about this one at all. Okay, this is another gift that I don't recall. Oh, yeah. I got a makeup brush cleaning kit. So I used to just hand wash the brushes, but I noticed I don't do it as often as I should because, you know, when you hand wash and you're air drying those things, it takes at least one night, sometimes a little longer. But I wear makeup almost every day for work. So I figured if I have this, you know, it's supposed to be instantaneously cleaning and drying. So I'm hoping this would encourage me to keep my brushes a bit more sanitary. This next one was a bit of a splurge, but I did get it secondhand. My policy is if I'm buying clothes or leather especially, I do try to buy it off of secondhand apps. But a lot of people out there buy things pretty much brand new, and then I guess for some reason they end up never using it or wearing it, or maybe they wanted to return it and missed the return window or something. So I take advantage of that and purchase things for a very big discount. I've been wanting a deep red purse. I think it's iconic for the winter, but also goes with a lot of outfits. Match my color palette and go with a lot of my outfits. Wanted to elevate my wardrobe, you know, going into my 30s. So I got this. I think it's so gorgeous. I did tweak the chain a little bit. And by tweak, I just mean that I, wrapped it under the lid so that I can wear it like a little shoulder purse. Oh, that's cute. Or I could undo the chain and then wear it around. I just think this detailing is gorgeous. And it's like a large wristlet, wallet. And then my last one was a bigger splurge for me. Oh, I got a new suitcase set. So let's open her up. Okay, I did think this little cover is funny because it's like connected at the bottom, and it's like the suitcase is wearing a bodysuit. Wow, I think she's so cute. It comes with a TSA safe lock, 360 spinner wheels. I did get a set that comes with one check-in size and then one carry-on size. Oh my god, it's like its little sister. Very cute. Also 360 spinner wheels and a TSA lock. Because I had my old suitcase for well over 10 years. That was a check-in size. It traveled to some of my most memorable trips with me, like my first time going to Spain. It's gone on multiple trips back home to Japan. And honestly, aside from a few scratches on the outer shell, it really looked like it had only been maybe 5 years old at most. Not even. So last year when I was coming back from Japan, I was shocked to receive my suitcase back at the airport with a missing top handle, and the handle on the side was clinging on for dear life. Like, what happened? So I went to the airport security, obviously, and I tried to talk to them about it. I was like, my suitcase came back falling apart in 10 hours ago. It was perfectly fine. What happened? But they were like, oh, sorry, we don't cover any damages outside of like your wheels or something. And I was like, so I figured, you know what? It had a good run and decided to replace it with a cute set instead. Super excited! I have a trip planned for next year, so this will be perfect. Like, look how spacious this thing is. Growing up, I remember asking for, it's usually like one big Christmas gift. And I think over time, my parents, for some reason, started adding little items on the side because, according to my mom, she wanted the bottom of the tree to look full. I never asked for it, but she must have been influenced by American commercialized Christmas. So it'd usually be like the one thing we asked for, and then a scarf and a few pieces of clothing or something on the side. I don't know when it became this thing where you need to buy like 10 different things. I know I fell into that trap this year, but I don't think I need to do this every year. I do like the idea of doing like stocking stuffers when you're with your friends or family and you're doing gift exchanges, but everyone enjoys Christmas differently. And I also think it's different if you're getting like one item from different people and it happens to pile up. What a great way to know how many people care for you and are thinking about you and spent the time, choosing something that you might like. I think that's very cute. But honestly, as I grow older, my gifts between friends have become time spent with each other, making dinner for each other. Honestly, that's the best thing I could ask for. And I'm also getting more and more afraid of getting the wrong thing that someone wouldn't know what to do with and it just becomes a dust collector. So I like the idea of intentional gift giving. That was everything I got for Christmas this year. Thanks for entertaining my rant. I hope you're spending today and the holiday season doing whatever it is that you need to do for yourself and for your heart. My heart is currently calling me to go back and watch Bob's Burgers. Happy holidays and happy winter.